Esposito here for the official podcast of the Dojo of Comedy East. It's supposed to say East on there. It just says of the Dojo of Comedy. No carnival parking. Because when there's a carnival around here, you're not, you cannot park here in the parking lot.
You don't want to get monkey shit on your car.
With me tonight, you can hear his voice. You can't see anybody yet. I'll grace you with our appearance. Here you go. Right next to me in the middle here is Vic Cedeno,
a.k.a. Tubby Matits right now. I can see. Look, I'm looking right at the picture. I'm just looking like a big fucking gray hair. I look like Garfield the cat coughed me up. Oh, man. That is just...
Tubby the tits.
Yeah, I thought this was just going to be a cock camera angle, but it's not. It's a gut camera angle.
Hey,
do you feel better about that or worse?
No, I feel great.
all the people in the crowd don't want to hear about that shit.
No, fuck all these
Sold
people.
out crowd.
Sold
Down
out.
there on the end is Miguel Romanelli,
I'm sorry for everybody outside trying to get in.
the 8th.
Yeah, I'm sorry you have to wait.
All the people that we promised tickets that couldn't get into this show, I'm so sorry. Next show, you'll get in.
So this is a live deal.
Live broadcast.
We're in the comedy room, so if anybody wants to join us for this ever, you can come on down. No tickets yet, no ticket fee yet.
Yeah.
You can just hang out. You may get on. Shit, we may need to ask you something.
Can hang out.
Might take my spot.
Drink. Yeah, we could kick people off the stage at random points in the show.
Mike will be like, "Bro, they're busy in the kitchen. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Later."
See, this is the.
Get out of here.
I got to go orders. This is the perfect setting for democracy. Like, not in government, but like at a comedy show, it's a good time for the mob rule, because then everybody could just gang up on somebody on stage that is deserving of it, like me.
Yeah, you think everybody should yell at you?
Yeah, at least once in a while. I probably deserve it. I mean, I deserved enough to. I mean, I'm just gonna keep talking about it. I deserved enough to get kicked off Facebook, obviously.
Do you think that's
I'm a troublemaker? I got kicked out of high school. Now the fucking Facebook. What the fuck, bro? I just get kicked out.
You both have never been kicked off Facebook?
Huh?
You've never been kicked off Facebook?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
man. I've been permanently banned. I never got a warning.
Really?
Yeah, nothing. I've never been in school suspended. No, that's a lie. But as far as like Facebook is concerned, I've never been suspended.
No?
I've never been reprimanded. I've never had my post flagged. I've never been fact checked.
Really?
Well, I've been fact checked. But
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've been fact checked a lot by JLAT.
Well, I'm sure very soon it will happen.
By the unofficial fact checkers.
Now, what else did I got banned from WhatsApp.
Come on.
WhatsApp.
I don't even use that.
Oh, because
Don't
they
even use
own it. Facebook.
owns WhatsApp, but how
But
come?
you're on Instagram.
But I'm on Instagram, but my VCast podcast page was banned. Not anything else.
What
and
did
all
you
of it
guys-
was linked to Facebook.
Okay, so you think it was something in the VCast?
Nah, man, I don't know. Maybe. But I have no idea. They're suspiciously
your
like
WhatsApp got
assassinated.
banned?
That's so.
They took so much. They took half of my life away. Like
What
a
could-
good 12 years of my life. on
What could you
Facebook
have
is gone.
said? Because I did 100 dirt bike podcasts, and now we're like number 42 right now into this one, and I got 16 by myself. Like, and I've never had any of them pulled down. Like, what did you do?
I have two theories. One theory, because there's the only two controversial things I said that led up to that moment was, number one was I was rooting for the death of former New York City Mayor David Dinkins, who died at 89 years old, and I just thought he could have died 20 years younger, and it might have saved New York some money. But the other one was I said that the COVID regulations, the social distancing and mask wearing and all of that should be enforced by special police that wear wristbands or armbands and hit people with clubs.
I mean, that's only reasonable.
Those are the only two things I said. I said, if these laws, if it's so necessary, if people are just going to keep dying and we need to fucking enforce these laws, let's get special fucking police.
Absolutely.
And you just said that on
And enforce
WhatsApp?
it. And I said that on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
No, I don't even go on WhatsApp. I open WhatsApp every once in a while because my uncle sends me messages on there and he sends me videos. He's the only person I communicate with on WhatsApp. And he sends me videos and he sends me like all stupid shit. He sends everything he sends me because this is the kind of things that Puerto Rican men text you. It's like the fucking black dude with the huge dick
yeah.
that hangs down really fucking long.
Snow alert.
Yeah. And it'll be like a whole thing, and then you scroll down, and it's this fucking black guy's dick touching the floor.
Yeah.
And you're like, thanks, uncle. This is making our
I get
family
I get
weird.
mine from my boys in Costa Rica, and it's just them like dancing with hot chicks. Like I went to my WhatsApp the other day, and it's just all my boys that left this country that are just dancing with hot girls in bars in Costa Rica.
Dude, that shit sells, bro. Are you guys into Kirill?
What does that mean?
Kirill, Kirill.
I don't know that.
He does Assholes Live Forever. Have you seen none of that merch? Bro, this guy does, he used to do these parties. And he used to do parties where he used to shake champagne bottles and pour it over bitches. Just like, they would just come to these parties in droves and they would be on his Instagram. And his Instagram was Slut Whisperer.
Oh,
his
yeah,
Instagram.
I remember that, dude. Yes,
Right?
yes, of course I do.
That's the original Instagram was Slut Whisperer. Well, now this guy took that Instagram, celebrity, and he turned it into a fucking merchandise machine.
Yeah.
Beast. And he does cool shit. Like he does all these promos. He does promos when people complain. Mm-hmm. So when somebody complains about some shit, he'll make fun of them, and then whatever he picks out of there is a coupon code for a discount on the store. Right? So he has fucking ashtrays, fucking all kind of shit. So this fucking guy he keeps getting banned on Instagram. Like he was getting warned for shit. So he made his own stories on his website. So now he uses his Instagram to push more traffic towards his website.
This is the Slut Whisperer?
Yes, and now he's back to doing Slut Whisperer shit, but he does it and it's all X-rated. He had this trans.
You remember when he was in
shaking her
Hoboken?
dick.
Remember his Hoboken?
Yeah, it's
I had the
Hoboken
cop
days.
drinking the beer off of the girl's asshole.
Bro,
Remember that?
Yeah, I've seen that video, and the cops just like this.
Yeah, the cops are drinking.
Did he
it.
get in trouble?
Yeah, a lot of people got in trouble for that. I don't think he did. He got more famous. You're telling me he's got a fucking...
No, the Slut Whisperer made out. This guy's doing cool shit. He went and bought 5 PS5s and 5 Xbox X1s, X whatever the fucking new one
raffling
is.
them.
He bought 5 of them from eBay.
And he's raffling them.
No, he he did a raffle.
That's the new shit, huh?
He did a raffle where if you buy something from the website, everybody that bought something from the website was entered into the raffle. And then he did a live drawing on his thing and he gave it away. But everyone that he gave away, 5 people he gave it to.
Yeah.
So he gave it to you. You had to pick. Did you want an Xbox or did you want a PS5? I want the PS5. All right, so now an Xbox is getting donated to a kid's hospital. And then the next one he did, which one do you want? Oh, I want the Xbox. All right, a PS5 is getting. So he bought 5 of each, but he only picked 5 winners because every one that they picked, the other one would go to a children's hospital.
But how did they get him?
He went and bought the
But where? I don't know
he,
anybody
on
got him.
eBay. You could buy them on eBay.
Oh,
the scalpers.
Yeah, all right.
My uncle called me today. Check this out. My uncle called me today and told me Walmart is never going to sell console. Is never going to debut consoles online again. He goes because online scalpers used digital bots to fucking steal everything. So you can get PS5s and you can get Xboxes on eBay.
It's
for
like COVID. Do you know
$1,500.
anyone that had it? You know anyone with the PS5?
They don't exist.
Brian
They don't
Valone's
even
got-
fucking
I mean, do
exist,
you know
bro.
anyone that actually has
got
it?
Yeah, Brian Valone's got it.
He's got it.
Bro,
Yep.
he's
And
a
he got COVID
psyop.
too.
Yep, he's got COVID and he's got
PS5.
fucking the
Motherfucker.
PS5. The COVID came with the PS5. It
Yeah.
was a bundle.
Yeah.
No, but he got
That
it.
was the first game he got?
I don't know either one.
It was COVID-19. That was the first game.
Has he beat it yet?
He got lucky, right? Did he beat it yet?
But for some reason, and I mean this in the most non-racist way, why is it only Spanish dudes that got the PS5?
I don't know. I
The
think
only people I know are Spanish that got the PS5.
yeah, because Spanish people
Why?
fucking wait online.
Wait online.
That's the new people that pick stuff that
No,
fall
but
off.
they-
No,
No,
it
you
is?
know what?
You know what it is? It's your primo is the fucking stock boy.
No, you know what?
Your primo's a stock boy, and he's
Spanish
fucking.
people-
He's like
Spanish people low
3 on the
key.
shelves, 2 in the
Spanish
back of
people-
the fucking car.
Spanish people low key are in the fucking tech game.
Yeah.
Spanish people are low key in the text game. If you have any Fire Stick shows, like I have a subscription to, I have a
Fire
subscription.
Sticks?
I pay $20 a month for live television. I get the fights. I get all television, every single channel on my Fire Stick streaming. I get everything.
Yep.
And I pay $25 a month. The dude that runs that shit is Dominican, bro. He's Dominican, and the way that he talks on the thing. And I saw an expose. On 2020,
That's
bro.
funny
They had a guy that he was making millions, bro. This fucking Spanish, bro. This fat Spanish guy, bro. Remember, this guy had cars. He had a dope house. He had cash everywhere. He was making so much money from online streaming, bro. All he did was have servers streaming to like 3 or 4 TVs he had in the basement. He figured out this whole rig, bro, and he was supplying fucking thousands, like to 100,000 subscribers he had.
I think I had one from
television. That guy. Yeah, and this guy just had cash coming.
Because I had an issue.
Every month.
Like 5 years ago, I bought one of those Fire Sticks, and it was like, they're like, what do you want? It was actually one of my cooks. He was like, you love the UFC? I'm like, yes, the UFC, all these things he got me on my Fire Stick.
The best thing in the world.
Yeah, but the problem was, I said, listen, I got a 2-year-old at home, so make sure it's clean. I don't care about. He's like, okay. You open it up, and it's just a girl with her big ass on the. I'm like, nah, I don't need any of that. And every
that's
fucking
just that's just the home screen.
Every screen was
that's just the home screen.
I'm like, and he's like, nah, man. I told every screen. I'm like, come on, bro. And now I have to call some Dominican guy.
Yep.
I would call
service.
Yeah.
Mira, ¿qué quiere?
Yeah.
You're like, yo, do you speak English?
He would hook me up.
What is it? What is it that you want?
I don't want the porn. I don't want porn. I really don't
want
porn. No porn.
Okay, listen.
No
then
problem.
Don't push the one with 3 X's. Okay, the girl with the fat ass in the front. That's art. Okay, that's not. Yeah. That's not
Frozen
that's
2.
Kind of Scarface.
Elsa's got a fat ass.
2.
Elsa's ass is fat and she got a thong on. I'm like, no, man.
A frozen thong.
I didn't ask for this.
God damn it. Sexualizing these children.
Everything. And he's like, no, but it's not porn. It's more Mexican than Dominican. But you know what I'm saying with my accent.
Spanish people low-key are in the fucking tech game.
They are. No, you're right. You are right.
Shit.
You're fucking right. You're crushing it. And they got the PS5s. Anybody I know has a PS5 is Spanish. I don't know any white boys with PS5s.
Well, because like now they're going to sell them at the store. He told me like they had 24 last week. I saw people waiting online. They were there overnight. He's like, you have to wait online now. He told me they're going to have them Friday. They have 7 more released on Friday. I'm not telling you where because I'm going to be waiting on that line to get it. No, I'm not going to. I waited online with my uncle.
You're like, this is for my daughter.
Bro, I waited
online. She needs it for Christmas.
Fuck that, bro. 12, maybe 12 years ago, I waited online with him at a electronics expo. Remember those fucking places? That's the brother of the PC Richards. Like, that's the same family. They fucking split out of PC Richards.
What'd you wait in line for?
Got angry. I waited online for Black Friday sales or some. They were doing some crazy sale. It wasn't even Black Friday. But I was like third online. And we were waiting there since like 4 in the morning. And we waited until 8. And when they opened, bro, that shit was a fucking rush, a stampede. Like, we were waiting online. We were like third online.
Did you know the layout of the store?
No,
I didn't
even know what we were.
What were you trying to get?
We were going to get TVs. My uncle had it. He's like, look at these TVs. They were selling. The.
He should have done reconnaissance.
No, they couldn't. I don't know if he should have done reconnaissance. I don't know if they had everything laid out like that. They probably did that shit on purpose. They do that shit a lot. You ever watch the Black Friday Stampede videos on YouTube?
My God, it's crazy.
They rearranged this store.
Those are all in Puerto Rico. Yeah, they're all in Puerto Rico.
It's always a fat white bitch getting her ass kicked, though.
Oh, my God. They fucking
trampled.
Trampled. The police, the security guards, everybody. They're like, let these fucking savages in.
Because white girls put on the attitude but then can't fight.
Yeah. Like her titties popped out of her shirt. She's like all
They're busy looking for fucking employee staff to help them. They're like,
where's the manager?
Where's the man? Did you see her? Did you see her take this from me? Oh man,
I did it once. I waited in line for a one of those Super Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the little mini.
Oh, the mini, the new one.
Yeah, waited in line and all that shit. The shit was put on eBay, and I actually lost $20.
My mom said
Everyone
that,
got one.
My mom said that back in the day they had to deal with that for Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I'm originally from
Exclusives.
Florida, right?
Yeah.
And I heard stories about that. My uncle was one of those sickos that waited in line, and my cousin's the exact same age as me, but I didn't care about a Cabbage Patch. She got one for Christmas. They had snipers on the roof
Oh my God.
of the mall, sniping motherfuckers that were trying to rob Cabbage Patches. Could you imagine that?
With
God.
what? With tranquilizers?
I don't know. I was pretty
Oh
young.
my God.
I mean, listen, it could be an old like
They definitely weren't just shooting them
Yeah, they
for
probably
over
were
a
back
Cabbage
then.
Patch.
Somebody's
Back
running
in
with
the
a cabbage
80s?
and their fucking
80s, they
head
were like,
explodes.
fuck it.
no. Back in the '80s, man, they were in Miami. They were just shooting.
They were
Look at-
watching
yeah.
too much Miami.
Look into
Vice.
it.
Shooting them, fucking coke would just
Yeah.
explode from their heads.
They were just shooting people.
That's
with,
why
like,
there was
mules.
coke inside those Cabbage Patches.
probably.
Yes.
But I remember my little
Smuggling.
cousin getting a Cabbage Patch, and my uncle saying like there were snipers on the roof. You know.
They
Seems
had rubber
excessive.
bullets.
Yeah.
Seems excessive.
I think we should.
Yeah, but now you could like fucking light buildings on fire. No one shoots you.
I think we for justice, all right, and peace.
It's for justice and peace.
I think that we should refine net guns.
Net guns?
Yeah, why aren't net guns a bigger thing?
I don't know.
Why can't you just fire nets around people?
I mean, what do you call that shit? Like non-lethal weapons.
Yep.
There's no
Yeah.
fun in that. Who wants
There's-
to trap somebody?
No, the problem is that they got
More
so
paperwork.
hardcore.
Non
Like the
lethal.
ultrasonic, like people are bleeding out of their ears.
Yeah.
They have like
We want to
demonic possession
maim
for
you,
fucking
not.
too. Like I rather just shoot.
We're trying
At
to
that point, just
maim
shoot
you,
me.
not kill you.
At that point, just kill me.
What happened to the sonic boom weapons?
Yeah.
Just explode their eardrums.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, it's
Don't
too much.
resist. Don't you hate when you see that when somebody's like you're just talking to the cop, and even if you're an asshole and you're talking, like there's this one video I saw where there's like this redhead white guy, right, and he starts the video, and the cop's like, "I'm gonna pepper spray you," right, and he's like, "You're gonna pepper spray me for you pulled me over." For doing 60 and a 55, and you're gonna pepper spray me right now.
He's telling them
he's like,
before.
is this where we're at as a country? Is this where we're at? He's like, this is where we're at this traffic stops where he's like, I'm gonna pepper spray you if you don't get out of the car. He's like, I'm not getting out of the car. Just give me a ticket. He's like, why are you talking about pepper spraying me? And the guy goes to pepper spray him. The cop goes to pepper spray him, and there's no
Aim the
pepper
wrong
spray.
way. Oh.
It's empty. The pepper spray. He's like, oh, you're so lucky. And the guy's like, no, maybe it's God telling both of us that we're in a situation that we're way in over our heads. How about we just relax? He's like, but they just kept going back and forth.
Oh my god.
And the guy's like, I don't understand why you pulled me over for speeding and you're trying to pepper spray me and you're gonna arrest me. They ended up dragging him out of the car and beating the shit out of him.
Oh, always.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's
and then
because he
people are
has
like,
no
why did-
soul.
Yeah, people are like, why did he resist? Because you know what? I think as an American, we're in the right to resist.
Especially if you're going
We're in
60
the
or
right to
55.
resist.
You have the
if
right
you-
to
yeah.
remain silent.
I want to be able to argue. I should be able to argue if I feel like
But you have the right to remain silent.
I could be having a really bad day. Have you ever had like one of those fucking bad days where you're gonna kill somebody, and next thing you know, you accidentally fucking run a stop sign or something, and then the cop's having a bad day?
Yeah.
And like that's an intersection. Like he could drag you out of the car and beat you because you have a bad attitude, not because you did anything wrong.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
right.
basically like when people try to heckle a comic. You're like, I have a microphone.
Yeah.
So you're fucked, and the cop's the comic, so you're basically SOL there.
Yeah.
If he's also having a bad
Vic's
day,
trying to
But you won't
relate.
die.
He's like kind of.
you may not die.
Yeah.
You might die.
You can get beat up with words, but just like having a bad day, getting dragged out of your car, almost pepper sprayed because you have a bad attitude. Because you know, like the way when you hear that guy talk, you know, when that cop got there, he's like, "Are you really pulling me over?" Like, you know, like he was being an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like you should be okay to be an asshole. Like, being an asshole is not a fucking offense where you get beaten in the fucking street and choked out.
Well,
I mean,
I think that...
You know what I mean?
Well, one, why was that guy so charged up that he was going to pepper spray him?
Because he was probably
having a
lipping
bad
off,
day.
you know? He was
Yeah, but
probably lipping
how
off.
long
with his
had they been
attitude.
there? That's...
Who knows?
I need context.
Of course. That video just starts with the guy almost getting pepper sprayed. He's like, are you really going to pepper spray me right now? You pulled me over for speeding.
Did the driver start recording it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he was like, we're here now.
After he already tried to take the gun out of the cops.
Yeah.
I've never recorded. Have you guys ever recorded some
Hell
fucked up
no,
shit,
bro.
I never like.
I have
I'm
a
not
problem
that person.
recording myself. I'm
Yeah.
not going to record somebody else.
Like I don't record like my kids like most amazing moments. Like I always
I
forget.
never thought of that. Like, what balls you
like
have.
who is that person?
Bro, there's a guy I follow on TikTok who his videos are thoroughly entertaining, and he just attacks cops like with his camera. Like
He's
he
got
likes
balls.
to go videotape cops' parking lots.
You eating a
Right?
sandwich?
And then the cops come out and hey, what are you doing? What are you video? What? I could do this. What do you want? Like, and then he just gets right into a confrontation, and he'll start asking the cops. He has this one video titled where he's like asking cops questions they ask people, right? And then he's like asking the cop. He's like, "Have you been drinking today?" And he keeps asking him. He's like, "Have you been drinking?" And then the cop's like, "What?" He's like, "Have you been drinking today? Have you had anything to drink?" No. And then this other cop comes out here and he asks him, he's like, "Have you known this guy to be a drinker? Has he? You think he goes to lunch?" And he just keeps asking him questions, and he just keeps beating all these fucking questions. But he's an animal. And then he gets arrested a bunch of times because some cops are like, "I'm not playing this with you today."
Yeah. What city's he in? Because in New York you get tased.
I
and
don't
you get
know.
Beat the fuck up.
But he's like filming the thing, and they're like, "You can't film here." And he's like, "This is public property. I sure can film here. Like, I pay for this." So he's
That's
like,
interesting
"Yeah,
too. When
that
they
shit,"
say you
know?
can't film. Like, of course you can film. But I've never been the person to, like, whip out the camera when someone's getting their ass beat.
No, I know, but you know
Like,
what?
there's so many of those people now.
And I think those guys are obnoxious. I really do. But I also think they're important as fuck.
It is. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I think they're
Listen,
important
if
as
you want to make money from World Star, you need to record
fuck. You
everything.
need to be able to record
in case
something. I almost had a
something
World Star moment. I almost had a World Star moment the first time I ever got heckled on stage. Because somebody recorded the me and the guy gonna fight. Me and the guy were almost gonna fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at Nicky's.
Your first time ever?
My first time ever being heckled was
Yeah.
at Nicky's.
Oh, being heckled.
And I was doing a spot. It wasn't my show yet, and it was still the other guy's show, Dave Durkin. And I was up there, and this guy was just drunk, bro. And he was just like, every time I said something, a punchline, and he was doing it to every comic before me. And every time I said something, he was like, "Ah!" He was just doing like one of those fucking random noises, "Ah!" or just some dumb shit. So then I just started going in to the crowd on how this is the kind of drunk that you don't want to be. Like, this is the example of when you've gone too far. Like, when you know that there's and I just kept pushing on that. And he got mad and started calling me out. And he was like, "Oh, you think you're funny?" He goes, "Why don't we go outside?" Yeah, he's like, "Why don't we go outside and we'll talk about it outside?" I'm like, "I'm not going anywhere. I got 3 minutes left in this set. I'm not leaving, And then I finished my set and I got off stage, and like, while Dave Durkin was up there talking, me and him got into like this heated conversation, and somebody else was recording it. And then somebody sent me the video later. I still have it, but then like I had this other comic, Harry O, was there, and he was like right in front. He was like, "World Star." And then when he seen that we squashed it, and he was like, man, they fucking ruined it." He got mad. He was like, man.
You should have punched him.
Yeah, I should have just punched him for the World Star moment, but I wanted to be able to come back to Nicky's.
You guys remember when the guy walked out on his girl here during Carucci's set?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't think I was here for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was on.
Everyone
that was
talks
on a
about
Sauce and
that.
Gravy show.
Yeah,
That's
everyone
why.
talks about that.
But, what is
Really?
it?
I mean, I remember the incident, but I don't remember watching.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
hilarious.
Carucci talked about it on my podcast.
Yeah, it was so funny. It
That
was
was
so, we need
hilarious.
Carucci to tell, but that was funny. I never understand the hecklers. And then when they get confronted,
They're usually people that are not in a good mood and maybe probably don't want to be at a
at a comedy
show. They were forced by the rest of the group. That's normally and they're all bitter about it.
I feel like since we restarted comedy in, when was it? May. You haven't had much of that?
No, not
before
really.
that, oh my God. You're right, because so many
We
people.
did have that one lady I had to kick out.
Well,
Oh man,
That was
remember
insane.
That was insane.
yeah, that was nuts.
She
Good
was right
old,
there.
good old Rich Voss was the best. I've never saw someone handle it better. When he just
Well-
put her to the side, he goes, "No, we're not gonna kick her out."
Yeah.
Nobody would let me kick her out. Barry Ribs didn't let me kick her out, and then Voss didn't let me kick her out, and then finally.
But he gave her a
during-
timeout.
No, but
Then
He gave her
finally,
a timeout.
yeah,
That was amazing.
Aaron Berg kept fucking pushing that for you to kick her out.
Yeah, Aaron was
kept
like,
Literally
get
the
rid of her.
worst group of
He's like, "Get
comics
out
for
of here."
somebody
Yeah.
to heck. Like, are
He's
you
like,
kidding
get out
me?
of here.
She was out of her mind.
I was like, I told him before, and he goes, "What's she doing?" And I opened the door because he was outside. And he listened, and he's like, "Get rid of her."
Get rid of her.
He goes, "She's the worst. Get rid of her."
Yeah, she was right in front too.
Yeah, front row.
Well, so I opened that night, and
it was your
her
fault.
husband looked wasted.
You called her Karen.
So I saw the
did start
husband.
this.
I saw the husband, and I thought that he looked like he was hammered, and so I went to say something about that, and then all of a sudden she starts pop 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 pop, and I was like, oh, that's when I called her Karen. I was like, oh, I got
She was
what we
a
got
lot.
going on
yeah, I was
here.
in the office and I heard
was
her
a
like,
lot.
"You called me a Karen," and then yeah, it was great.
Well, no, when I first walk out there, she's so drunk. She goes, "That guy called me Karen." I said, "I called you Karen." She's like, "Oh yeah, you called me Karen."
Oh yeah, it was you.
She
That's
goes,
how drunk you are.
she
stupid.
goes, "I haven't been interrupting this guy the whole time." I'm like, there were two fucking comedians in between me and this guy, and you interrupted all of them
Yep.
the same. Then she was just like, huh?
She's like, wait, there was. I've been here for that long.
She's like, there were that many
She was fucking
comedians?
sloshed.
Yeah.
Well, she blamed that on the medicine.
Yeah, she was so fucking drunk. She got a Brendan Jones fucking intervention.
Dude, I was trying to avoid bringing that up. He ends up having a powwow with her out in the hallway,
You know
and
what
I'm
he did
just
is he
like,
secretly riled her up. He's like, listen, you should go back in there.
Yeah,
Don't let them take you
exactly.
any shit. You paid to get in here. It's your right. If you want to yell at the fucking comics,
Dude.
he's like, he's
Were
like,
you-
he's like
were-
it's all right.
were you here that night?
Yeah, I was standing.
So
right in
you were
fucking
at the
back.
door, didn't I walk out and I said, this is like worst case
I sat
scenario,
them
the
there.
two of them talking?
I sat them there. Yeah, I was there.
No,
that
but
night.
when the woman that was already mad and him started
Oh,
talking,
yeah.
I was like, this is worst case scenario. There's like two evil geniuses out in the fucking hallway. Like,
Oh God.
Yep. She was back there telling her personal shit about you for her to get mad about. He's
yeah.
like, he does not like dogs
Yeah.
at all.
I'm like, this is a horrible scenario. They're going to both be mad at me when they come back in here.
Can you imagine going to a comedy show and heckling? I can't imagine being that person.
Well, that's because you're a loser.
Yeah,
You guys both would never do it.
No.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, I've gone.
Not like-
yelled shit at the stage and thrown shit at the stage. Fuck you, man! I was so drunk. I just took a shit and threw it right at the stage. They're like, "Oh man!" They had to stop the show, get everybody out. I gave her my card as I was leaving. Book me on your fucking show. This guy's dog shit.
You're like, wasn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
He's like, no, you ruined the whole show.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, book me.
The club followed.
More of that.
The club followed me later on. They're like, "This guy's interesting."
More where that came from.
I can't imagine heckling though. I really
I
can't.
know that's fucking.
I can't
I don't
imagine
know. I
being
guess
that
you got to be
person.
like an angry.
Yeah, you're angry, you're
Whoa.
there, and you're just like,
Right?
yo, this guy sucks, bro. All fucking.
Or you legit. Some people legit just think they're funnier.
That's what I mean. He's like, this guy
Yeah.
sucks, bro.
That's
I'm
the yeah.
totally-
That's the one that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
When someone thinks like they're like
They want to add on to your
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're like, I got you 3/4 of the way through it. Thank
Yeah.
you for the last
Those are
line.
those are the people that think you're just. Those are the people that think you're just talking. They
yeah.
think you're just up there talking. Like you didn't just come with all this prepared stuff you're gonna say. You're just up there talking, and I actually got a better opinion right now after this third Red Bull and vodka.
Well,
I have something better than you.
It's strange. It's like it's one of the only arts where you see that happen, where people just jump in.
Yeah, no.
And
no,
those
they
makes
do it
sense.
with music all the time.
When? Yeah, they bring their.
What if they were like, "Hey, shut the fuck up! I'm singing."
Yeah. I can hit that high note better than you.
Bro, that's why I got a microphone. I'm the singer. Just settle down and have your pina colada.
I love when a comic can just destroy a heckler, though. It's one of the best things.
One of my favorites is on the Eddie Murphy Delirious. On the Eddie Murphy Delirious, there's some chick that fucking says something, like Eddie Murphy was saying something, and some chick says something in the back. And all of a sudden, it's real quiet, and you hear Charlie Murphy in the front go, "Shut up, bitch!" And everybody starts laughing, and Eddie just fucking dies, and then he turns around, and he's like, he goes, "Y'all didn't know I was a ventriloquist, too, huh?"
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
That was fucking great.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Charlie Murphy, what a fucking treasure that guy was.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. Was he just like his bodyguard back then?
He
or
was
what?
just there with him. They were touring. Then he knew he was shooting this special. This was the second special.
So
after
he was
already did
not
Raw.
a comedian or anything, though.
He was. I don't know. He might have been a comedian, but he just wasn't on shows and shit in the 80s. He might have just been like a brand new comedian. I don't know when he started, but this one was Delirious, 87?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
87, 80, yeah, something like that.
Because Raw was 84.
Mm-hmm.
So it had
You
to
know
be
that
right
was
around
real fucking leather, that outfit.
Oh my God, bro. I just think about like
He had to break it in for a week before
working
that.
on that. Where did he work on that routine? You
Rascals.
He wasn't a Comedy Store guy, right?
No, but Rascals. I know for a fact that Rascals.
Rascals?
I know that
He
he.
did that?
Yes, I know he ran through Raw at Rascals. I know people that saw it.
Allegedly, he ran through Rascals Raw.
Yeah. No, I mean, unless people are lying, I've heard from a couple people that they watched Eddie run through Raw at Rascals. I don't know.
I believe it.
Probably same
Nobody
guy. Yeah.
envisioning what I'm envisioning.
Yeah, I think you're just hoping he didn't get an STD running through everybody at Rascals. If you
Bro.
fuck anybody at a place named Rascals, you got to get checked out. That's who I was gonna have here too. Was my friend
And
was gonna
everybody
come
else
with
was
me.
just watching.
You got Eddie
My
Murphy?
friend was gonna come here. Yeah, my friend Eddie Murphy.
You got Eddie Murphy lined up?
You know, he should. No, it wasn't Eddie Murphy. It was
He's
just a friend
been
of
waiting
mine.
to pull that card in his comedy career, but it's time
Eddie
now.
Murphy, is he here? He said he was gonna come back to the dojo if he started. His first set. Come back here.
Bro, we should tell that comedian we've been trying to get that it's plenty socially distanced in here for the
Yeah.
Wednesday night
You get
podcast.
crushed tonight.
This is nice.
Wednesday night podcast is totally socially distanced.
Yep, everybody's getting temperature checks. Is temperature checks a waste of time? Because
Bro,
if
you
you're
can get an actual test and then still be transmitting. So what the fuck does a
makes
temperature
no-
do?
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
all like it's just all you
like
just
making people feel better, right?
yeah. Because seriously, you could test negative but still be spreading it. So,
Allegedly.
allegedly, you can, but I don't know.
Allegedly.
We can't talk about this, guys, because we're not
I know.
We're
health
not
professionals.
doctors.
You know why else?
You
Because
can't
it's
ask
fucking-
questions. Did you hear?
It's
Burr?
hack, bro.
Did you hear?
COVID
Burr?
is hack.
Did you hear Burr on fucking Rogan?
No.
Almost turned it off
Yeah.
because he just went into that rant where he was like, "Everybody thinks they're a doctor now," and it's like, no,
Yeah.
I think people just ask questions and they ask and they talk and they,
Everybody
share
was like, do
information.
your own research. And now everybody's like, what are you, a Google fucking scholar? And I'm like, I don't know. Which one do I need to find a
Yeah.
paper to read
Just
this
look.
out of?
just look.
I'm going to go look up to the library and find some books and
Yeah.
read this
I was
out.
laughing at
I'll be
that.
like, this is from the thesaurus of fucking 1980, bro.
I was laughing at that New York. Was it the New York Post with the fucking Bell's palsy?
Mm-hmm.
Or New York Times. I think it might even been New York Times.
Yeah.
It was fucking 4 people from the trials had Bell's palsy.
Yeah. It's a funny ass
I
thing.
was like,
Bell's
that's
palsy.
not fucking. And then the FDA's like, they're not related.
Yeah.
It's not related.
Coincidental.
It's only 4 people out of 400.
I'll be right back.
I was like, at least they're still alive.
Oh, sure, thanks.
At least they're still alive for people to make fun of their face.
Yes. Well, they
But
can wear,
their
they'll
faces
wear a
go
mask.
back.
They'll wear a
That's
mask,
true.
so
My mom said they go back.
it'll
though.
be fine. That's why they want you to wear a mask.
It's not like a
So
stroke.
if you get Bell's palsy from the vaccine,
No one can tell.
nobody will even know.
It's not just
You'll
like a
be in
bunch of
mask
fucked
like
up
this.
faces walking around.
The guy from wrestling had that, JR, Jim Ross, and he would be talking and like his fucking face will just be flapping in the fucking wind. As his normal face has got the whole vigor.
See,
of, oh my God, Stone Cold! Stone
I
Cold!
think that's a stroke
No, he's
when
had
it
Bell's
stays.
palsy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had legit Bell's palsy. He would always talk about that. And he'd get fits where it'd get like worse and it just would be really bad. And then it would recover.
That's fucking weird.
It's legit.
The nerves in his face would just
Yeah. I'm going to stand up.
get tired.
Huh?
Nerves in his face would just get tired and give out.
Yeah,
They're like,
pretty much.
we're not going to do anything right now. What the hell causes that besides COVID vaccines?
I don't know. Maybe strokes.
I think
I don't know. I'm
is
not a health professional. I
think
can't
a
really
stroke
comment
is
on this.
permanent. Once you have it, then I think your face is.
Yeah.
I don't think it goes back.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go
That's
back.
what I'm saying.
It doesn't go back unless you get that new fucking Elon Musk brain fucking implant.
You
Like if that thing starts fixing shit like that and people, they're going to start using it.
man,
and then
that's how
far
they
away we
suck you
from-
in. Here's what I keep saying. Why are we going to go to robots that don't repair themselves or whatever? We're already in meat suits that repair themselves for the most part. And if we fed them right, we'd be way better off.
You know what I do feed mine with? I feed mine with
Guinness.
Guinness and boneless honey garlic wings at Tiff's. At Tiff's. They're so good. Shout out to our sponsors at Tiff's. Got to
Yeah.
shout out and promote the brand because that shit is delicious. And now I was told about, what is it, the chili?
Chili spice.
Chili spice?
They're coming in right now, a bunch of fans. Oh. They're
Taking those fucking
Rectally?
rectal exams.
Yeah,
You know we're
it's
going
like-
straight for the asshole.
Yeah, because the forehead's not that good of a gauge. That's
No.
why it's not that good. If you did rectal, it would definitely
Rectal, you would know immediately if you had
Immediately.
COVID. Right on the fucking thermostat would tell you.
immediately. We'd run through that thing raw.
Yeah, no fucking little plastic doohickey on top of it. Because some fucking liberal
Privacy.
bitches got upset about it because it felt good.
Why are you just?
No,
are you
I
trying
think
to
it
be a
was-
crowd member? Mike
No.
left the stage so he could be a crowd member.
I think it was. I think it was Republicans, not liberals. Republicans didn't like it.
If you had to guess, Republicans are more gay, right?
Yes.
Definitely, right? Secret gays?
Yes.
Secret
gay
gays.
police.
Yeah, no, there's anything wrong with that.
No,
You
no
think-
there is something wrong with it when you pretend to be a Republican.
Wait, but so you guys think that overall, if you were to poll homosexuals, most of them would be Republican? I actually do know a fair amount of gay dudes.
No, liberals would wear that as a badge. More, yeah.
I think lesbians are liberal and gays are conservative.
That's pretty. That could be a pretty fair statement. Because guys are smarter than girls, so that would make sense.
I think that's a true statement. We're gonna
I'd advocate for that. Hell yeah. So, I don't know.
yeah, because like it's always like
Picking a side.
liberal lesbians. They're about feminism. Like that's where the line gets drawn, I think.
With feminism?
We're feminism. Yeah, so that's why the gay dudes are still like Well, at least they're not trying to take away my right to have an abortion.
Well, and conservative women are more about the patriarchy. They give better head because they're more about the patriarchy. They support the patriarchy.
Yeah.
They like the dominant male in the
Yeah.
house. Yeah. I was watching this video from this black chick on Instagram Live. She was going off on, she was telling, like all these fucking kids that you need to find a woman that respects your privacy and all this shit. And she was like, and another thing is you motherfuckers always get around these girls that don't respect your masculinity and don't respect your manhood, and they fucking pop off at the mouth and they talk to you a certain way and you allow that shit and they look at you as their bitch. And it ain't supposed to be that way. He's because she's like, it ain't about being submissive to a man, but it's about understanding his masculinity and like, like supporting that shit. And not fucking popping off at your mouth and talking to you all type of.
Well, here's the thing. Anyway, if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be talking to her like that either. Like it should go both ways. Like, why are you dating or whatever, married to somebody if you guys are just screaming at each other at the Walmart? Like Jesus.
But there'd be like an expectation of you as the man. Like if you're in a situation where it's me and you. Me and my wife, and we're in a situation where somebody puts us in danger, I'm supposed to be the one that responds first. Like my wife shouldn't be, because now you're not respecting my masculinity for me to handle this situation. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit she was talking about, like that. And then just the way
I had
you
an
talk
ex
to people,
do that.
like disrespectful. Be disrespectful in the way they talk to you.
I parked my car in this lot and we got drunk as fuck, and I had left it there until like I had permission, but somebody like does a car wash on it. This was in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Somebody does a car wash in the lot or something on Sundays or some shit, and I picked my truck up at like 3 in the afternoon because it was like an hour away and I was super hungover. Mm-hmm. He was livid and he's like screaming at me. So we're just going back and forth. And then my girlfriend at the time is like this fucking tall. And she's like hops in between us. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. And she's like, well, I didn't want you to get in a fight. And I'm like, I've lived this long. Like when
you put me more in danger.
Yeah. I'm like, I haven't gotten in a fight in the last like 10 years at least. Yeah. Since like high school or something.
There's nothing that you can do worse for me as a friend, as a spouse, as a family member, that if you see me in a confrontation with somebody, that you try to get in the way.
Oh, or I got that you try to
restrain me. People that like try to break up a fight, like if you're on my side, don't restrain me because you're going to hold me to get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like don't hold me. Get out of my way. Let me fucking defend myself.
I got a good one. Story on all this. So I had broken my wrist and my ankle at the same time. My wrist was still screwed up, so then I had to get surgery. So then it's like months later, after the whole ordeal. So we go to Florida for a vacation right before I'm about to start traveling to do shows again. Mm-hmm. And
I remember this story.
We go down we go on the beach. It's just her and I on the beach. And a car drives by, and it slows down. I'm in the water walking around like this because I got a cast on my arm. And she's just laying on the beach. And the car slows down, and the guy hangs out of the passenger window and just like stares at her. So I walk over, and she goes, what, did you come over to put lotion on my back? And I was like, no. She goes, you came because of that car, didn't you? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, what is wrong with you? You're so like uptight or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So a different car comes in it was going to the right. A different car comes in from the right and then pulls in. 4 people get out and walk directly towards us. And I'm like, as soon as they hit the beach, I'm like, fuck. What? And I was like, nothing. So they walk directly towards us. We're laying on our stomachs. 2 walk in front of us, 2 walk like below our feet. And they just start saying shit to her, calling her a whore and all this stuff. So then I'm like going back and forth with them. They say a bunch of stuff, and then they turn around and walk back by us, and they get like a fair distance away, like 20, 30 yards, and she goes, "I'm gonna say something," and I was like, "Don't say anything." And she's like, worked at a fucking bar. She's like, "When I say stuff at work, people are surprised and they respect me," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, we don't have bouncers, all right? So how about we don't do that?" So she gets up, starts yapping off to him. They turn around, walk back.
Oh my god.
Finally, we're going back and forth, and there was the one guy was like kind of chill, and I'm like, "What is going on, dude?" I'm like, "What? It's like 3:00 on Wednesday or Thursday." I'm like, "Why? What is going on? Like, what's the deal?" "Yeah, I'll help you." So then I said something to the one guy. I said, "If it was one of you guys, nobody talking shit." I said, "But it's for you guys. Everybody's fucking tough." And he's like, "Oh, you're on your own now." So I end up, I thought they started to walk away, and I bent over to grab the towel to start putting our shit away to leave, and somebody like ran up in front of me and uppercutted me in the nose. And
You can see the effects still fucking lingering.
I stood up and I felt something drop, so I put my hand down. It was full with blood. So I stepped forward and I hit the guy in the face with the hard edge of my cast. Yeah.
A fucking cast fist.
So, yeah. But I like chopped him across the side of the face with my cast. As I did that, though, this is in Florida.
Stand your ground, baby.
Yeah. So the guy behind me hits me with, I seen the beer bottle earlier. It was up in the neck. And he hit me from behind right in the jaw. There's actually, I unplugged my earphones. There's actually a hole right there. And that's where he hit me with the beer bottle and broke my jaw.
That's the part that whistles. People think he has a lisp, but it's not. It's just that hole in his fucking jaw.
That one's not, no.
It's from Dirt Lippin'. That wasn't good.
It's from Chew.
Chew.
You never chewed, huh?
No, we don't take stories from the audience.
Yeah. You gave up your
sign up.
privilege.
You can sign up for the open podcast.
So my jaw was actually broke right in half, and it was leaned forward. He broke your jaw? Yeah. He hit me with a full beer bottle. So then I turned around. He hit me with that, and I turned around. Then I just blasted him straight in the face with the cast. And then by then, my eyes watered from being hit in the nose the first time, and then I couldn't see anything. So I stood there, and the three of them fucking were punching me in the face. And then finally, the chick, my girlfriend at the time, was like, got my phone out, and she's like, "I'm calling 911." And then they just walked off the beach, and that was it. Nobody ever got in trouble.
You should have called me.
It was broken right in half. It was broken right in half, and I thought my tooth was knocked out because it was like higher, and I could bite down and like push it back into line, which I figured out that it was because my jaw was broken. Yeah, so the tendons were like picking it up, like pulling.
I've never been beat up that bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, fuck it. And then I've been beat up by my motorcycle even worse. So.
Even the times I've lost. Even the times I lost. I got jumped one time by all these kids from the projects in Hackensack, and they showed mercy on me. They didn't really like hit me that hard. They just jumped me out of like just fucking
wrong.
around.
You had the wrong color on.
No, they wanted to beat up the other kid that I was with, but he got away.
So it was like a lesson.
No, we ran to somebody's house, but I was slower, and he knocked on somebody's door, and they opened the door, and he went in and fucking closed the door, and then I got there late. Yeah, and then I got there late, and he just stood there in the door.
Were you fat? Were you a little fat kid?
No, I just didn't know what was going on.
You didn't know you were supposed to run that fast?
No, I didn't know this kid had problems with this. No, this kid was, listen, we were in 8th grade. We were 13 years old. This kid was 13, had the body of a 30-year-old. He was like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was my boy Kendall. Bro, this kid was so retarded. He was, like I said, 13 years old, had the body of a 30-year-old, black kid. His mom was dating this NFL player, so they had money all the time. So he always had like nice clothes. He always had like fucking all this fake jewelry.
Was his mom hot?
His mom was fucking. Bro, his mom was like,
she was dating some NFL player.
His mom, no lie, was like Miss Parker from Friday, where she was just thick, light skinned, beautiful, bro. His mom was beautiful. Oh my God, I fucking blasted so many nuts to his mom. Oh my God, I was 13 years old. Are you kidding me? I littered my fucking room with fucking thoughts of of his mom. And but he was so fucking retarded. He would just punch people. Like he was like he beat up this kid and her mom. Like we lived in garden apartments in Hasbrook Heights, and he beat up this kid and her mom.
So
and
a
his
girl?
mom.
Oh, I was gonna say.
He beat up this
He beat
kid.
up a little girl and her mom.
This kid that was already autistic and had some fucked up.
Come on.
Bro, he had some fucked up thing in his body where he had surgery and he couldn't lift his hand. Like he had all these scars and shit. But then he was like that, like he had talk like that, and he had these fucking glasses that were thick, like he could see the future. Like he had those fucking real Coke bottle glasses, but he was the biggest prick too. When you play, even if you were nice to him, he just had this attitude because he had been picked on for so much because he looked like he had been put together wrong. Like that's what he looked like. He looked like somebody splattered him on the ground and
like
then put
one
him
of those
together
teddy
wrong.
bears.
Yeah, he had fucking bad acne and shit. It was fucking hard, bro. He was a horrible looking person. He looked as bad as his personality. Like he was just a terrible person. And he would piss people off and then go get his mom. And then his mom was really mean. And fucking reckless. And then she got real reckless after she beat up Big Head Ryan and his mom. She beat up Big Head Ryan and his mom. So she thought that she was the shit around the fucking neighborhood. Right? Like,
What's your buddy's name?
my boy Kendall fucking put
Kendall
her.
was
Yeah, my boy
like-
Kendall put her in the fucking place, bro. He fucking drop kicked her straight up, just a standing drop kick, huh? No, the lady, the fucking
His buddy.
Yeah, my buddy drop kicked that fucking deformed kid's mom that was picking on everybody. I forgot his fucking name. I wish I
Kendall with
remembered
the
his
hot
name.
mom. Drop
Kendall with
kick.
the hot mom would drop kick people, huh? I'm
Miss
telling you,
Jackson.
Miss Parker.
Miss
Miss
Parker.
Parker from Friday. You don't remember that?
Not Janet Jackson.
Yes, Miss Parker. Yes. She was smoking hot. And she had another son with the football player, so she was getting a check. Like all the time. Even though the football player wasn't with her, he would go and spend nights with her, but he was a fucking football player. This was like 8th grade, 13, so I'm fucking 38. This was 25 years ago. Like 25 years ago. He
She's
moved
old.
that year, and I never fucking. He moved to like Roselle Park, and he moved away. Yeah,
She's old now.
She was smoking hot. She'd still be hot.
I feel like unless they work out, they don't stay that way.
Maybe not.
You got to work out
But listen.
to keep it together.
Listen to me. The way this kid beat up this lady.
Yo, the worst fight I ever saw was two chicks, and it was a Puerto Rican girl versus just a ginger, and she beat the brakes off that
Really? Off
fucking
the ginger?
girl. Yes, her name was Starlet.
The ginger's name?
No, the
Puerto
Puerto
Rican?
Rican chick's name,
Oh,
and she was like from New York or something, like straight up.
Worse.
Yeah, right from New York
Bronx,
City.
forget it.
Yeah, and we're like some little suburb thing, and then her and this little white chick have this back and forth, and she just beat the hell out of her, dude. It was so gnarly.
She deserved it.
I got along with Star.
I wish that videotape. I can't imagine having grown up in the age of camera phones.
Yeah.
Like the shit that I did. Oh. Just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit that I said. The shit that I was willing to say. Like, I'm willing to say shit now just to make people laugh, but I kind of have a filter. But other people, I could. Oh,
Imagine
man.
all the stuff you would have written.
Yeah, right. I wish I swear, I say this all the time. I wish, like, in school, people told me, like, this was an actual career path. Like, comedy was an actual career path. Nobody ever told me that. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot who the other comedian is whose teacher realized that he was a fucking stand-up comic. Mm-hmm. Maybe I just wasn't that funny.
One of the
I guess. Maybe I was just
comedians
more of an
around here?
asshole. No, he's a big comedian. I forgot who it is. And then he would do like, they would let him do 5 minutes at the end of every Friday, at the end of the week, if he was good all week. Yeah, maybe it was Judd Apatow. No, I don't know who it is. Because I think that was in his book. His book is really good. I know everybody hates him now, but that book he wrote was good. Have you ever read that? Sick in the Head. When he was in high school. Who? I hope so.
Hope so, since you bailed out
Just
on
fucking
the...
abandoned us.
Yeah.
We're just redheaded stepchilds.
Just yell at us from the back of the room now playing their game.
That's all right by me, as long as those fucking honey garlic fucking boneless wings keep coming. Oh my god, they're so good. He's like, "What did you?" He goes, "What did you eat? Boneless bread? What did you eat? Honey garlic wings?" I'm like, "You fucking know it."
I almost got some honey garlic regular wings.
I'm obsessed with them. I drool about that on the way here. My mouth salivas.
Well, you got to do that and the spicy chili.
I want the spicy chili next. What time is it? It's too late. Thanks,
late.
Murphy. Yeah. Fucking prick.
We're locked in here. Oh my god, Irish car bombs.
Hell yeah.
I had Vic doing Irish car bombs the other night.
We could do one. That was the first time I've ever had one.
Ever? Dude.
I never had one. I just thought like it tasted like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I was like, what the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? How many have I missed out on?
A lot.
I'm gonna be obnoxious because I'm gonna order at least once every time I'm here now.
So this one,
I'm more Irish than I am Japanese at this dojo.
that's fine. This one girl that my roommate in Georgia used to bang, for some reason her and I like never got along. And then we ran into each other at the bar, and we she started talking shit to me, so I started talking shit back. Next thing you know, she goes, "Do you want to do an Irish car bomb?" And I was like, "What?" Yeah. I would have loved to. So then we ended up fucking just slamming Irish car bombs and being totally cool.
Yeah.
No, we never hooked up for anything. We just
she was just
did a bunch of Irish car bombs.
Gargling fucking Irish cock. She was taking dick
Wasn't
bombs.
me. Yeah, probably the roommate.
Taking Italian dick bombs.
No,
from the Esposito.
She's taking the roommate.
Oh. Thanks.
No, it was a dude. No, it was a dude.
Yeah. That's how the Irish fucking got peace.
She may be Irish. I don't know. Don't remember. You're not on camera. Nobody can even hear you.
Yeah.
It's just like earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
He's like trying to yell it as much as he can to make sure that it gets a little bit gets on here.
Oh yeah, what?
I said he's trying to yell as loud as he can to make sure.
I know, and I turned off the other mic.
Because they outdrink you.
You know what's funny? I never did a lot of dating.
No. This sucks for people listening, Mike, because no one can hear
I
you.
know, we're just looking at him.
We're
We're just looking out into
watching
the
us
audience.
stare out there.
People don't even believe anybody's here. They're like, Mike, who?
Mike. Yeah, it's gonna take us an hour to get all these people out. Here,
Everybody's
hold
gotta
on.
go. Are you keeping people up?
It's packed in here. All right, guys, you have to leave. Oh, you can't hear.
Oh, I can't hear.
I forgot you don't have.
Yeah, now he's looking at me like I know what's going on. We can share headphones. I can fit under there.
Here.
I can fit underneath. Oh, I get to hear. Look.
There you go. That's the response I was looking for the first time, and you just stared at me. And then I was like, oh yeah, you can't hear anything. But yeah, so everybody, I mean, we can only fit a couple more people than is in here, but the rest of you guys should try next week to come down.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come down, drink, eat.
They have Irish car bombs here.
Laugh.
Yeah, if you guys come up, do an Irish car bomb with us.
Come here and promote your shit.
What are you talking about? Irish car bombs?
No, like people come here and they hang out, and then when they get a chance to come up here and talk, they could promote their stuff.
If we let you up here.
If we let you up here. I mean, it's pretty open. It's an open podcast night. Open podcast night. The sign-up sheet goes up at 7:30.
Well, no, we'll have to do something where we roast people if they want to get on or something. We got to roast new people. We want to thank HeroSoapCompany.com.
Hito!
It is sourced and made in the United States,
USA.
owned by an Air Force veteran. A percentage of the proceeds go to veteran and first responder charities, and your first order is matched and sent to deployed troops.
Deployed troops.
And you can get 20% off your order by using the code FREETHINKERS with an S.
Yep, and if you spend
At
over
checkout.
$100, we send soldiers pocket pussies. Because those are necessary out there in the sand.
If you spend over 200, Mike comes to your house and
And he'll be your pocket pussy. Wonderful. This episode is also sponsored by Pocket Pussy. I don't know. Is that a brand?
I think Fleshlight is the brand.
Is the brand.
Also, Cryo Fit Sport, KRYO. They're like compression bands, and then they got little pockets to put like cold things.
Oh,
so
for my old rickety bones.
Exactly.
Yes,
Bro,
great.
I'm
My
stoked.
tennis elbow.
I'm stoked about it.
People
my
don't know
wrist,
I play tennis.
my wrist sucks. Oh, and you can get 10% off with the code Esposito10.
Esposito.
If you can spell
just like
that.
you hate it.
That's it. Oh yeah, tiffscomedy.com. Sign up for the email list. I got to put do we have a new email
Yeah, get your
list?
email in there, because when we have secret shows that nobody knows about, you can be invited.
That's right. You'll have to, basically the artists, aka comedians, will be putting out there that they have secret shows, and then you have to DM them or us.
Whoa,
and
whoa,
then
it's not.
we'll
It's a secret.
give you
It's a secret. It's a secret. We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it.
But they don't know about
Yeah,
it.
but we
They just
can't-
know
we can't
how
talk
it would
about it.
work if there was one. There's none
not
yet,
a secret
though.
show. There's not a secret show. We canceled that. It's
I'm going to
canceled.
go to a secret show this
It's
weekend.
canceled.
I
I
already
heard
know
about
about
secret
it.
shows. Yeah, we're gonna attend secret shows. We're not gonna have any secret shows here.
No, it's going to be socially distant in here.
As
And
is everything.
I'm going to be, actually, it's going to be physically distant in here. Socially, we're going to be socially close. Right? We're going to be socially close, but physically distant.
Physically distant, but socially.
Social media is like when you're far away, you can still talk, right?
Still
like
connect.
So social distancing makes no fucking sense. It's physical distancing.
It's just programming.
I am right. It happens all the time. Nobody listens though. Physical distancing. Yeah. We're all in this together, but we can't be social. But we gotta have to be socially distant.
New chairs next time. These fucking chairs suck.
Shut the fuck up. Well, they're your chairs, bruh. All right. Okay, so not this Saturday, we don't have a show, but next Saturday, big show, secret show. We just were like, shh, we're not gonna talk about it, and then we're like, yeah.
We can't keep a secret.
DM us for information for the next Saturday secret show. But the plan with no Carnival Parking, okay, is it's before the open mic on Mondays, at like when do it 6:30 or set like between 6:37. Then we do it Wednesdays at 7:30 in the comedy room, where you can come and hang out in the comedy room and do like Mike and just yell stuff. You could do like this. You could just walk up to the stage and just stretch your groin on the stage if that's what you so chose to do. And then we're also going to do Saturdays before the regular shows, whenever there are regular shows. So that's the No Carnival Parking schedule. Right now we are on Twitter. I don't know if we'll always do it on Twitter, but YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Check us out. Yeah, we're on Twitch too. All right, people. There you go. That was Vic Sedenu dancing for you.